XT4 is a 5-seater compact luxury SUV built by Cadillac. XT4 stands for Crossover Touring 4, and you get a lot of tech, convenience, and luxury packed into a small package. Let's get closer and check it out. But before we jump into this XT4, let's talk about the different SUV models that Cadillac sells. You have the XT4, which is their base model, an XT5, an XT6, and then the Escalade. The XT4 can be had in a luxury trim, a premium luxury trim, or a sport trim. All of those trims can be had in either a front-wheel drive or all-wheel drive configuration. The one we're reviewing is the premium luxury all-wheel drive. All right, so let's take a quick look at the exterior of this crossover, starting with the color. The color of this XT4 is called Shadow Metallic, and it looks pretty dark, a kind of gray, but in the right kind of lights, it actually has a blue tint to it. It's pretty nice, but it doesn't really scream luxury to me, but I do like the contrasting accents. Next up, we take a look at that unmistakable Cadillac grille and headlights. Now these headlights are full LED and have this really cool shape and design to them. Along the side of the Cadillac, you get this nice overall shape. We got body colored side mirrors, and you also get these integrated lights into the door handles that illuminate as you walk up to the car at night. Standard on this trim level, you would get 18-inch wheels. Right here we have these 20-inch wheels with 9 spokes and diamond cut finish. Around the back, again, that unmistakable Cadillac design with full LED taillights. You get a hint at what engine is under the hood. You can see that we're rocking the all-wheel drive version. And of course, you get the dual chrome-tipped exhaust pipes. And this is the smallest SUV that Cadillac makes, so let's talk about the overall size. The XT4 sits at 63.2 inches tall, 181.6 inches in length. The full wheelbase from wheel to wheel is 109.4 inches. The overall width is 63.23 inches, and your ground clearance is 6.77 inches. Total curb weight is 3,660 pounds. And if you need a good comparison on size, think the Chevy Equinox or GMC Terrain, as that's the same platform that this is based off of. Under the hood is a 2-liter turbocharged 4-cylinder engine. This pushes 237 horsepower and 258 foot-pounds of torque. And that's matched up to a 9-speed automatic transmission. Fuel economy wise, you're looking at 24 miles per gallon city, 30 miles per gallon highway for the front wheel drive, and 22 miles per gallon city, 29 miles per gallon highway on the all-wheel drive. All right, now that we've taken a look under the hood, let's take a look in the cargo area. We do have a power hands-free liftgate with multi-height settings, so you can pop it through the key or with a touch of the button on the liftgate itself. You do get quite a bit of cargo space back here, plus you get a 60-40 split rear seat, so you can fold those down and increase that cargo volume. All in all, you're looking at 22.5 cubic feet with the seats up, and with that second row folded down, you're looking at 48.9 cubic feet of cargo volume. And as you can probably tell, we've got this thing packed full of goodies. So no matter where you sit in the XT4, it is comfortable and luxurious. We have these really nice seats and materials in the back. You get 2 USB ports, one USB-C and one regular USB. You also get heated seats back here and your own AC vents, but no AC controls. You get an armrest with cup holders, and as you can see, it's a little bit of a tight fit for me. I'm 6'1", but the kids fit back here just fine, and even if I had to do a longer trip back here, it wouldn't be that big of a deal as long as I wasn't sitting behind myself. Moving along to the front seats, again, you're just draped in luxury. This is a Cadillac and it's nice. You get these leather seats. These are Sedona leather seats with jet black interior and contrasting Sedona stitching. So in this vehicle, we have the comfort and convenience package. That is a $1,050 option. That means we get driver and passenger ventilated seats. We get driver and front passenger massage seats. The passenger gets an upgrade from a 6-way adjustable to an 8-way adjustable seat. Same setup that the driver has. And the driver and passenger get a 4-way adjustable lumbar. That package also includes the hands-free liftgate. Up next, we have the cold weather package. That's an $850 option, and that includes the heated seats up front and in the back, and you get an automatic heated steering wheel. There's a lot about this interior that I really like. It's very comfortable and luxurious, but you also get these redundant switches here and buttons, and these switches are actually really cool. My kids likened it to flying an airplane and switching on and off features there. If I had to pick on one thing, it's to do with the AC system and the ventilated seats. I love ventilated seats, but for whatever reason, these automatically turn on when you start the car. I'm guessing it's based on the temperature. I tried digging through these settings in the infotainment system to see if I could turn that off, but I can't. My wife hates cold seats, and every time we get in the car, it automatically turns them on, and the fans on the ventilated seats are pretty loud, so you automatically start hearing those loud fans, and your butt starts getting cold. And then you got to like switch it off every single time. Again, I don't know if it's just something I'm not getting or it's based on the AC settings, but that is the one thing that's really annoyed me through this week. On the tech front, we get an 8-inch color touchscreen display. Thank you, Cadillac, for making it touchscreen. Although you do have the rotary controller to control a lot of the features in the infotainment system, it's still a touchscreen, and I appreciate that. You do get embedded navigation and real-time traffic, as well as Apple CarPlay and Android Auto integrations. All right, so you do get a nice backup camera, but what you don't get is a 360 surround view camera system, which is okay because this is an easy vehicle to maneuver, and you do get 360 radars that'll let you know how close you are to obstacles outside. I still do prefer, though, having a 360 camera. One of the other optional packages we have in this vehicle is the driver awareness package for $770. This gives you things like low speed forward automatic braking, front pedestrian braking, following distance indicator, a forward collision alert system, lane keep assist with lane departure warning, and a telebeam which automatically switches your headlights from high beam to low beam. All right, with that, let's put it into gear and take her for a drive. Driving wise, I think one of the biggest features I miss, especially with this being a GM vehicle, is a heads-up display. Now you can get a heads-up display, but our trim level isn't equipped with that. We do have these warning lights that will flash up on the windshield for things like collision warning, but no real heads-up display. Again, it's just a feature I miss being in a GM vehicle. Now we do have the all-wheel drive version, and this has a new sophisticated twin clutch all-wheel drive system that puts the power to the wheels that need it. Now, I haven't really had an opportunity to take this off-road or anything, and it doesn't have a great ground clearance, but it should be good for slippery situations, and it's definitely a nice to have. And if you're up in like Colorado or the north where it gets more snow or ice, I'm sure it's definitely a must-have. You do get drive modes that you can select with the mode button here. You can go from Tour to all-wheel drive to Sport. That Sport mode wakes this thing up a little bit. It's not a sporty SUV. Yeah, it's no sporty SUV, but it's not really any slouch when you really want to get on it. Now, this is a really comfortable vehicle to drive. I like the seats, I like the steering position, I like the feel of driving this vehicle, but I really love having lane keep assist, radar cruise control, a heated seat on, and that massager on. And I had the opportunity to do that on a decently long trip, and there's no better way to drive than that. Just don't fall asleep. All right, well, let's pull back over. Let's talk about the price and what this competes with, and then we'll wrap up this video. All right, and with all that out of the way, let's finally talk about price and what this competes with. So the base MSRP for the XT4 is $35,790. The total for the one we're sitting in is $45,185, and it's not even completely packed out with all the features. So I definitely think this compares well with the Infiniti QX50, which I've reviewed. That one has a base price of $36,650, and comparatively spec'd is about $45K. Now I really like the QX50, especially the engine under the hood. You should go check out that video if you haven't already. Up next, you could compare this with the BMW X3. The base price for an X3 is $41,000. I've also driven and reviewed the X3 and actually wasn't really that impressed with it. I would definitely take this over a BMW X3 in my opinion. Another competitor that I have driven and reviewed is the Mercedes GLC 300. Now I had the souped up AMG version, but the base of the GLC 300 is $42,000, and it is a really, really nice crossover. So you're definitely going to spend more money for a similarly spec'd vehicle as this. So as far as bang for your buck goes, the Cadillac still wins out there, although I do really like that Mercedes. And one of the big competitors that I haven't driven is the Lincoln MKC. It has a base price of $34,000, but again, not only have I not driven it, I haven't even sat in one, so I can't really compare these vehicles. Just like with the Escalade we reviewed about a month or so ago, I think the biggest competitor to this is actually the GMC version. The GMC Terrain is a really nice vehicle, and again, I haven't driven the newest version, but I've always liked it. I like the design of it, and it's not quite as luxurious as this. You probably don't get some of the features that you get in this, but it is a really nice, pretty luxurious crossover, especially if you're looking at the Denali version. All right, guys, so yeah, I really enjoyed the XT4 for the week. Leave me a comment down below. Let me know what you think about the Cadillac XT4. Leave me a thumbs up if you enjoyed this video. Subscribe if you're not already. And as always, thanks for watching.